Can anybody hear me? I have restarted the phone. Let's see who pops into the room. Shauna, can you hear me? You are my go to right now. Tony, can you hear me? Nathan, look, there you go. As long as someone can hear me, Tony says yes. Let me tell you, I think that YouTube had a glitch there, and it could be all the people coming online right now because several of the countries right now are going through the process um, of going through the new year, and so we may. I just saw Egypt. Egypt was going through their celebrations and things like that before coming online. So it may be. Oh, you're fine. You are fine. So it may be one of those things. I got what you were doing. So it may be one of those things. A lot of people are getting online, and hopefully we'll get some of our people. 4 people in the room, 4 likes. I'll take it. That is not bad at all. Tony said ads here too, guys. I'm on my cell phone, so hopefully. Usually when I do it on the cell phone, you don't see ads. It's only when I do it on the laptop. Shauna said, I got an ad too. This may be YouTube trying to do something tonight that I don't know. Wyatt, I need to make sure that I have a sound elf. Nathan said no ad for him. This could be YouTube doing something tonight that we're just not aware of what they're doing. Mary said she got an ad too. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing right now, but all I noticed was the chat had stopped. And I was like, okay, I'm not moving. Did I miss something? I'm not moving forward. And when I tried to move the chat, it didn't move. So that's when I went out and come back in. Lost audio for what, 3 tries there? I would just say, hello, Nick. How are you tonight? I know what you're trying to do there. Really? How old are you, Nick? Look at that. Yeah, WMCC came back in and out. Yeah, guys, I don't know what they may be just trying to do something tonight. And again, it may be like I said, it may be the amount of people that's on YouTube tonight for the simple fact of, Australia, Egypt, all these other countries, they've already had their new year and all the videos are starting to come out right now. I saw the fireworks and everything over the pyramids, and that may be what we're going through right now. WMCC, they are not. We work so well with them, and sometimes they are just not your friend, and they make things sometimes extremely hard when they don't have to. Yes, everybody's slowly getting back in. There's 31 people in. Hey guys, 31 people in the room, only 12 likes. When I left out of there was like what 60 some 70 likes. Let's hit those thumbs up. We'll just move them over to this one. You got it, Logan. Thank you. Who got that one? Shauna. Shauna saw that. Yes, Logan trying to bait people tonight. Oh, there he is. Oh, I just saw him again. Well, we're going to move Logan on out of here. Have a good night, Logan. Happy New Year. Hopefully, your new year starts a whole lot better than 2025 ended. So, you just got kicked out of this room. Liam, how are you? Happy New Year. Yes, Shauna saw it. Shauna said, I got it. We don't like the word fake in this room. Gotta go. Yes, they've got the zapper going tonight. But no, I hope everybody, if you're staying home tonight, take a look and watch the ball drop in New York. I think it's one of the things in New York this year we're getting ready to do. They said once the ball drops tonight, a second ball will then be put in its place and it will be red, white, and blue. And it will stay there until July 4th of 2026. That is the 250th anniversary of America. And so we will have a second ball drop in July, something that we've never really had before. I think they said, Sebastian, thank you so much. I appreciate you. But that's something that they're doing. Tonight, I think the Washington Monument, all four sides will be put in like red, white, and blue for the celebration of the 250th anniversary that's coming up. Miss Violet, thank you so much for the heart. I did have an opportunity to speak to Lucian tonight. He is not with me down here. I did speak with Lucian tonight. The last time I spoke to him, he was sitting eating a pack of M&Ms, trying to get sugar energy. They were going to try to let him stay up to midnight. I guarantee you, I spoke to him about an hour ago. He is in the bed right now. There's no doubt in my mind. He's never going to make it to midnight. It's just when I spoke with him, his eyes were dropping. Thank you so much. His eyes were dropping, and you could just tell that he was tired. And they had let him take a nap a little later to try to keep him up tonight, to let him go through the process. But a 4-year old, uh, I doubt he makes it until this evening. Sean, I do. That's my buddy, and I call and I check on him, and it's so funny because the first thing when I get on the phone with him, he has two questions for me. Where are you at? And when are you coming back? Uh, those are the first two questions I get from him. So it's really funny to watch him. No, I don't think Miss Betty said stay away. I don't think a lot of people will. And if we can, especially if you're somewhere quiet and you're, in a place where they don't have a huge celebration. Um, I know where we are staying at right now, the celebration is down towards the south end. We are more on the north end. Um, we will see some random fireworks. If I'm up at that time, we will see some random fireworks. But I know the south end is having a big fireworks show. And just the way that we are positioned, we're positioned more to we can see the north end. You'll see some random fireworks. The state of South Carolina fireworks are not illegal. So a lot of the better fireworks are shot off here in South Carolina. So, Tony, I don't know what it is. I really don't. I cannot figure that thing out. Um, I think it's people just having fun with us, and we'll have fun back with it. Okay, Fayetteville, yes. It. You hope that there's a good show, and that people can, like I said, be safe and watch the show and go home. I know here in the Myrtle Beach area right now, they said that they're going to do quite a few checkpoints tonight to make sure everybody gets home safe, make sure nobody's drinking and driving. And guys, remember that. Um, you know, you always have heard the life you save may be your own, and that's true. Don't find you a designated driver tonight. Call an Uber, call a cab, call someone. Don't If you're going to have an adult beverage, don't get out here and act a fool and try to make it home. Trust me, it's not worth it. Sheila said at the old ballpark. There you go. Liam, no, that is not a That is not a game that I'm very familiar with. I know Lucian is just now getting into Minecraft some. He likes Minecraft because of the movie. Hello, Flynn. How are you? He liked the Jack Black movie um, with Minecraft, so he's getting into that a little bit. So he likes to play that. Yes, Betty. We It is so funny because Betty just said I haven't seen a cab in forever, and it is so funny because we have you see them here and there, but they're not like the cabs that we grew up with. They're not the yellow cabs anymore. They're not. It's just this random car with a taxi cab sign on the side and a phone number. And you're sitting there going, is that a real cab? Is that a real and it's so funny because you just never know who's a real cab, who's not a real cab anymore. And it's usually only one or two and it's just it says taxi cab and then it has a phone number on the side of it. And it's sometimes a little scary. Yes, Yellow Cab. Yellow Cab was always the cab companies. Uh, Growing up as a kid, that you saw was Yellow Cab. And then Uber and Lyft and everybody like that started coming into play. And yeah, Sheila, that was something that you could go. You would rent your cab for the day, you would drive around, you'd make your fares, things like that. And hopefully you made money at the end of the day. You turn your cab back in, you go home. And some people would rent them for like 24 hours and they would take them home, go to sleep. The cab would be sitting out in front of their homes. And, really, really unique circumstance sometimes. Bella, hang in there. Yes, Bella, absolutely. Jesus loves you. Happy New Year. Phoenix has cabs galore. We just don't see them. We just don't see them anymore. I'm talking Ubers and Lyfts. There's the ones. William, it has been an extremely hard month for NASCAR. It really has. Um, we had the opportunity as a kid. There was a gentleman that we had the opportunity to meet, and it was Denny Hamlin's grandfather. And Denny Hamlin's grandfather lived in the Virginia, Roanoke, Salem, Benton area there. And I had the opportunity to meet him over the years. And then I worked some with NASCAR and I had the opportunity to meet him there. And so we, yeah, Greg Biffle was the same way. Biff was a good guy. Always enjoyed being around him, speaking with him, talking with him. And really, our hearts and our prayers go out to their families, definitely. Duke Grizz, a 27-year-old man who's trying to figure out life. Don't let everything be so complicated. Don't make everything complicated. Sometimes when a door shuts, it's meant to be shut. Understand that. Let something open for you. There's a plan for you. A lot of times we try to force our way through the door. Sometimes let those doors open. Don't force your way through the doors. Um, Again, and I tell this to everybody listen, listen, plain and simple. God gave you two ears and one mouth. Listen, understand, and we've talked about it before, understand everybody has an opinion. It may not be your opinion. Respect that opinion. You can walk away from that opinion. You can be okay that that person shared their opinion with you. You don't have to be mad. You don't have to be angry. Live your life. You can't live somebody else's life. You got to live your life. And that's the key thing you've got to remember. And being 27 years old, you've got a lot of life ahead of you. There are a lot of things ahead of you right now. Money can be made constantly. We can make money every day. Memories are harder. Learn to make memories. That's key. Um, People will sit there and, when it's all said and done, you'll hear more people sit there and go, I wish I would have made more memories. I wish I would have done this with this. You can do that, but you got to start doing that. Um, get on your knees at night and pray. Get on your knees in the morning and pray. Uh, Denzel Washington always makes the comment that he pushes his shoes under the bed just a little further each night. So every morning he has to get on his knees and pray to get his shoes. He gets on his knees in the morning to get his shoes, and he stays there and he prays. It's okay to talk to God, but remember, we ask for it in our time. He'll give it in His. It's not always something that's just handed to you. It may be years down the road. It may be years down the road before you get something. Let those doors open. Don't force those doors to open. Let them open. And if something closes on you, it's okay. The next chapter starts. Your life is an empty book right now. Write those chapters. Put memories into those books. Be you. Be you. There's so many times someone will come up to me and they'll say, I want to be like this person. We don't want you to be like that person. We want you to be you. We want you to be the best person that you can be. I've already got that person. That person's already there. I want you to be you. But at the end of the day, remember what it goes through. It goes through our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's the foundation. That's the rock that you need to go to. You lay it right there. You lay it in front of the rock, and you do what you have to do in this world. But make your memories. Love the ones that are around you. And just be you. Don't force it. Pray to the big man. And trust me, life will be extremely good in the end. There you go. I'm glad. I am glad. Yes, like Shauna said, money does not buy happiness. It can get you a lot of things, granted, but it does not buy happiness. I am excited for 2026. Thank you. I am excited for 2026. I think 2026 is going to be a great year for us. I think this group is going to grow even bigger. I think this group is going to love on the people in this room. I think this group, we've become a family. And that is the key thing. And I love the fact that this family is growing and people are here with us. Um, it is so good and so we've been so blessed, and like I was saying on the earlier video before our sound went out, um yes, you know um what was Miss Ann saying? When you're 27, you make the best of it. Shut your eyes open and then there. Yes, you don't know. Absolutely, Miss Ann. I'm nervous for 27. I have a huge math test when I get back to school. Zoe, you got this. You got it. You got it. Guys, you gotta put your faith there. You gotta be ready for this new year. Whether you like it or not, guess what happens tonight? We get a new year tonight. We get a fresh start tomorrow morning. When you wake up tomorrow morning, you get a fresh start. You get a brand new year. And I know people will sit there and go, oh, I need to make a New Year's resolution. Don't make your resolutions because you know what happens to resolutions? Most people break them within like weeks. You'll sit there and go, I'm going to eat healthier. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Just do it. You don't need the new year coming for you to decide on when you want to eat healthy or when you want to exercise. Just do it. Just do it. Plain and simple. Yeah, no, that drives me nuts. When people sit there and they say, oh, my New Year's resolution is to lose weight this year. Wasn't that your last year's New Year's resolution? Wasn't that 2 years ago as well? Just do it. Get it in your mind and do it. You don't need the new year starting to kick you in the rear end to lose a little weight. I need to get out of my job. I'm upset with my job. Find you another job. Find something that makes you happy. The new year, is that the reason? Go. Come on. Oh, we all do it. Betty said, I got to pay bills tomorrow. Yes, it's Nathan. It's just a calendar. That's it. That's all it is. It is just a calendar. What do we always say? Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. That is the key thing there. You just keep moving forward. Absolutely. Rocker. That doesn't even need to be a resolution. That is just something I think everybody needs to do. And I think that is something that we need to strive for more and more every single day. And it is one of those things where you sit there and you know talk to him a little more, understand what's going on around you. The older I get, the more I understand things. And I look at things very differently these days. As a kid, we sit there and I saw things with kid eyes. But as I get older, I see things with adult eyes. And you take a look at what we're going through these days, and some William made the comment, Rocker had made the comment as well about NASCAR. We're going through a changing season where NASCAR is concerned. We're watching people pass away on us. Well, the older you get, that's what happens. It used to be you'd go to birthday parties and you would go to weddings, and the older you get, guess where we go? We go to funerals because there's a homecoming coming for us. We know it's coming. We don't know when. Like I said, I've never seen an expiration date on someone's foot. It just doesn't happen. You gotta go with it. You gotta go with what the world's giving you. Don't be angry. Don't be upset. I saw a story the other day where a gentleman said he had not been angry in 9 years. Hmm. I would love to get to that point where I'm not angry for 9 years. We get angry over things. It's okay to get angry over things. Um, Jesus got angry over things. It was it. It happens. You know, don't be a walking mat for people. Don't be a doormat for people. Don't let people walk over top of you. Let them know this is your world. You control you. I don't need you walking on me. I don't need you talking poorly to me. I don't need you talking. No. Be you. Understand you. And I think you'll be all right in this world. Yes, we love Rocker. And Bye bye. That one, Mr. Mike said, "What wrong stream?" Mr. Mike heard something. He got a little bit of that right there. He heard something tonight and it bothered him. And now Mr. Mike said, "Oh, I got the wrong stream." Play Wonderwall. After all, Wonder. I like Oasis. I have no issue with Oasis. I like the two brothers. They're really good musicians. Wyatt. Let me see. Create a war room where you can go in and be on fire for God and have the fear of God in you. Don't worry about life. Praise your life. Absolutely. Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? Let's see here. Oh, Happy New Year from Sweden. Thank you. There's Mary Sanchez. Hello, everyone. Miss Ruby, how are you? Happy New Year. Look at that. Rozzy, Happy New Year. Yes, Oasis. Okay. Minneapolis. A lot of people just don't understand how much music Minneapolis, how much music they really gave the world. They gave the world a ton of music. Sheila, it is, yes, it's your life. You do what you do with your life. Um, when people come into the room and they throw that comment out, it is a way to get attention to themselves and things like that. I had the one gentleman tonight was like, say my name. And when you read his name, it was a racial slur. You're just sitting there going, no, you know, it's a way to draw attention. And we try our best just not to, give the attention. Yeah, no, you be you. You be who you got to be in this world. Yeah, Soul Asylum Prince. Absolutely. Absolutely. Lisa Wild, Happy New Year 2026. The Monty and Moon Show. Who are you? Well, I'll ask the same question. Who are you? Oh, Nathan got a new profile pic back up. Sheila, I'm going to tell you a quick story because it was funny. The other day, I went and, um, you always hear people in the military tell you to take care of your feet. Always take care of your feet because your feet carry you everywhere. So I went and got a pedicure the other day. And I'm sitting there in the waiting room. And this gentleman is sitting there and he is scared to death. I'm talking, you can see it on his face. And he goes, "Excuse me, sir." And I didn't think he was talking to me. I did not think he was talking to me. And I said, and he goes, "Excuse me, sir." And I looked over at him and I said, "Yes, sir. Can I help you?" And he goes, "Have you ever had one of these done before?" And I said, "Well, yes, sir." And he goes, "I've been married 41 years. This is my wife." His wife was sitting beside him. He goes, "I've been married 41 years." Wyatt said, "I'm too ticklish." And I said, "Okay." And he goes, "This was given to us by my daughter as a anniversary present." And he goes, "I'm a little scared." And I said, "You have nothing to be scared about." And I said, "Are you okay with the fact that, you know, him or her is getting ready to touch your feet?" And I said, "Just be honest with them. Tell them if the water's too hot, the water's too hot. If it's too cold, it's too cold. You let them know." And I said, "Just, let it happen." And so, I'm sitting on one side and him and his wife's on the other side, and they go through the process and everything. And you can just, see it in his face. And I said, "How was it?" And he goes, it wasn't bad. And I said, but you know the good thing about it? And I said, there's two good things here. He said, what's that? And I said, one, your daughter loves you enough to give you this. You and your wife both. Congratulations on 41 years. And I said, two, you tried something that you've never tried before. And he goes, you're right. And I said, now you can make an honest decision on whether or not you want to have this done again, or if you're the person that sits there and goes, nope, I'm out. I can't do this anymore. And so that's, it was so funny though, but he was terrified. Um, you know, I don't, I don't understand what this one's doing, but we'll do this. Don't like my feet touch. Stacy, how are you? Oh, Rossi said they just watched The Life of Chuck, based on Stephen King's story, Not Scary. But Sheila, you tried it, and that's the key thing. When somebody, you tried it once, and that is part of the deal, is just trying things and making an informed decision on it. Of sitting there going, nope, I don't want to do this. I don't want, I don't need you touching me. I don't need you. Billy J, Happy New Year. But it was so funny. He was terrified. And this gentleman looked to be, I would say, in his early 60s. And like I said, 41 years of marriage. He was so funny. Stacy Hammond said, I accidentally left, but I'm back. You're fine. It's back. Happy New Year. I hope everybody's having a great night. You guys have been awesome this year of 2025. We're getting ready for a new year, guys. We are getting ready to move into a new year. Nathan, very slow tonight. Well, you got to remember it's New Year's Eve. Malaya's mom's not on tonight. I haven't seen her. Peter and them have not been in tonight. I had a feeling it would be very slow tonight. You got to remember we went through of the three of the microphones not working. Tony said, yes, trolls are being zapped. Rocker, buddy, I appreciate it from you guys. I really do. Tony said, I used to have my nails done every month, not feet. I'm always amazed. Um, Gilver, someone locked me in the basement. Maybe a little while before we can get to you. But here's a thought, Gilver, that I'll give you. Instead of being on YouTube on your phone, you might want to call someone. But it was good seeing you. Oh, you're fine. I was just looking at Gilbert because Gilbert said somebody had locked him in the basement, and yet he sends us a message on YouTube. Okay. Rossi's going to Scottsdale. Random hitting us with the big word tonight. Oh, yes, Gilbert was scamming. He was spamming big time tonight. Tony's right. Don't call YouTube, but call the police. Call someone to come and get him. Oh, Gilbert said they freed him. Yes. Look at that. Gilbert, good things are happening for you, buddy. Oh, your granddaughter. See, your granddaughter does nails. Wyatt, they're probably going to call Ghostbusters. You're locked down in the basement and you hear noises, and if you came here to kill me, make some noise. Probably one of those, but you're probably going to call Ghostbusters first. Yes, Nathan, you were on the ball on that one. Shauna's on that one. Shihara, Happy New Year. Up. Gilbert's in the naughty corner. Down syndrome, the revenge of the baby. Okay. Is that a movie? Is that a book? Don't know. All right, guys. It has been over an hour while we've been in here. I'm going to hop off here tonight. Thank you so much. I love Ghostbusters. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for everything that you have done. Yes, call somebody. Don't just stay locked in the basement on YouTube. Guys, pray for the Whitakers. Pray for everybody in this room tonight. Uh, Pray for that baby rockers, God. Pray for that baby. Guys, pray for everybody in this room. You guys have a great night. Let's make it a good 2026. I will see you tomorrow. Go do something good for somebody tomorrow. God bless you. I love you. God loves you. And I will see you again in the new year. Bye now.